Eileo guys, and welcome back. So this idea was brought up during the live stream, so if you guys haven't checked that out yet, please go ahead and check it out. Hopefully you can join me in next time when I do it, which should be pretty soon once the patch hits. I'm going to be opening up the eggs that I got from Heroes Fest, and hopefully we can pull a new one of the new Astromon, well, the new Astromon, but we'll just have to see. But this video stems from the live stream, and it's just on how to make Astrogems. I've done this video in the past, but the very past, where I was kind of cringy with talking, but now I've done it so many times, it's just another day in the park. So there's two different ways that you can get Astrogems in this game. The first method I recommend is just trying to fill out your Astro Guide. This is what I did when I first began the game, roughly 2 years ago. I would go through, say for instance, like if I pulled a Fire Kokomaru, I would go through, I would farm story, I would try and get 16 Kokomarus or 15 of them to get him to Evo 3 and get his gems, then go ahead and let him go. I would focus solely on one single Mon type, so I would just farm out Kokomarus, get them all to Evo 3, move on to the next one. Then I would focus on Shelly, get them all to Evo 3, move on to the next one. Mandragora, get them all to Evo 3, move on to the next one. I mean, that right there kept me busy for quite a while. I mean, obviously you guys can see that 297 out of 375. I have less than 100 Mons to go. Not saying I'll ever get that many or that I'll get them all, but it's definitely keep me entertained for these past 2 years. But that's one way to definitely get the Astrogems. It does come slowly. It does cost a lot of gold, but I mean, it keeps you entertained. So why not do it? I mean, if you're a collector like me, you may never use that Mon and you may end up releasing that Mon, but hey, at least you can say that, hey man, if anyone asks for pictures, hey bro, I got them. The other method is the old tried and true. Oh yeah, let me mention real quick, doing dailies is another way to get Astrogems. Obviously not that much. We get 10 Astrogems a day from doing your dailies, but we also get 60 every week, and challenges also give you Astrogems, and of course logging in, sometimes you get Astrogems. You might find one from Nez, but the bulk of it comes from not PvP but from sliming. So I also forgot to mention Titans as well. So Titans PvP, well, it should net you hopefully at least a couple hundred Astrogems, and then sliming is like the #1 method. What sliming is actually, I need to go over here because I need to do it daily anyways. Sliming is essentially going to the weakest stage that you can, which would be Phantom Forest. Where is it at? Which would be Phantom Forest, the first stage, and you would go in here, you would catch 3 slime, you would end the match, you would go back and catch until you have 16 of them, like this right here. Say for instance this is a slime, you would catch him, and the trick right here is to pause the game after you throw your Astro chip. Pause the game, then hit continue, and it'll skip the animation. That right there saves you a whole ton of time, because you guys know how long the catching animation is, and if you're trying to do this for 16 Mons, this is going to eat into your time heavily. So I don't recommend going through the whole entire catching phase, because it's just not worth it. The animation, we should just be able to turn that off. This is for anything, not just sliming. This is for anything, because the animation is just a waste of time. Do that again. I just need these for my Astro Guide that I just talked about. But so boom, we got 2. 1 more to go. Obviously not for this stage. This would be on Phantom Forest stage 1. Oh look, it's a Fennec that I don't need. But you would go in here, catch all 3. Okay, that failed and I messed up my run anyways, but it would be pretty similar to that. Just bear with me right here. We'll actually go to Phantom Forest and I'll show you guys what to do there. I just needed that for my dailies and for my Astro Guide, like I said. We'll exit out of there. We'll swing over here to Phantom Forest. First stage, make sure you're on normal. Doesn't matter what mines that you have, because you're not going to end the run. You're going to come in here, you're going to catch them using the pause method to skip the animation. Go ahead and let that go. Alright, we're going to catch the next one. Let that go. Then we're going to catch the third one. Now the third one, go ahead and hit give up instead of doing the pausing animation, because either you're going to catch that mon or you're not going to catch them. And if you do catch them, hey, you just saved yourself time. Look, that took 26 seconds versus me running the whole entire stage through capturing them. I mean, it's not going to be that much added time, but 15 seconds over, you know, countless runs is going to add up soon. That's going to add up to minutes, which that could end up adding to 20 minutes, 30 minutes extra of your time when you're trying to slime and just get Astrogems. And that could potentially, you know, make this take a lot longer than what it should be. So with sliming, you would then take all of those slimes. You would Evo 1, well, Evo 2, the slimes that you got. You would go proceed to catch 16 of them. Get that main slime to Evo 3. Get the gems from him. You should earn 100 gems after you Evo 2, 4 of the slimes, and then Evo 3, 1 of the slimes. You should come out with 100 gems total. And then after that, you release them and you just rinse and repeat. And that's pretty much sliming. For rough calculations, it's about 3.3 mil for every 1k Astrogems. So this is a method that I wouldn't recommend doing like a day before Clans Fest or a day before Heroes Fest, because it takes so long. Instead, I would recommend you sliming maybe every day. Maybe just do 100 gems a day, 200 gems a day, 300 gems a day. Probably more like 500 gems a day if you want to have a lot of gems. But that's pretty much it. That's the magical way to earn Astrogems. If you guys need any more help with that, please let me know in the comments below, and I could definitely show you guys again, or we could do it on live stream or whatever. But that's pretty much sliming. It's extremely boring, but it works. You get the Astrogems, you get what you want as long as you have the gold, and that's it. I mean, it beats paying for it. But that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.